The 24. Roshan Johnson in the backfield. They give it to Johnson, and he'll be tackled for a loss on back-to-back plays.
First, and now down the left side here.
Second down and 10 at the 30-yard line. And they'll run it. Robinson 5 of the 49. Card under pressure, underneath. Nice catch, Whittington on the slant.
Further than anyone. Rodgers off of the interception, tries to go back to the air. Immediately taken down by Brian Branch on the safety blitz. Astari, the old Mississippi State head coach, where Terry Bowden used to coach. This is Brian Branch who gets a chance after Kool-Aid McKinstry showed off all season. Brian wants his turn and wants to take it to the house. Good night. Half of the bench goes over to greet Brian Branch.
King fires. Oh, that would have been a pick six if Brian Branch could have held it.
I think he had his eyes on the receiver going for the hit. I think if he'd have turned around and looked for the ball.
Second down and 3. King throws quickly to A-Chain in the flat, and what an open field tackle by Brian Branch.
A year ago, I watched the game and charted it. Brian Branch had 8 solo tackles in this game a year ago. A lot of them look just like that.
King over the middle, low and incomplete, intended for Muhammad.
There's a lot there. Look how much space.
Looked like that was going to be maybe an option, and that went nowhere.
No space there.
No. Will Anderson and Brian Branch.
Here comes pressure off the edge. Hit as he throws, and he went into traffic, and Kool-Aid McKinstry comes up with the pick. The first time they really got after Rodgers and affected the throw, it was Brian Branch's response. Rodgers told me this week he knows that a fast start is essential, Kirk. You don't be... Rodgers looking to the right and tries to squeeze the ball into coverage, but Brian Branch got a hand up. Now it's 4th and long.
Yeah, I think Branch is the closest thing that this defense has to having that elite defensive back that can do a lot of different...
They're going to snap it, looking to throw for it again, and it's incomplete again. Ty, get a 4th down stop. Brian Branch got there, got a piece of the ball. Looked like Battle was in coverage.
But yeah, they anticipated
all batted down.
Right.
And then the anticipation that he has, Kirk, is remarkable.
Mm-hmm. Here comes the pass rush, and it's Branch on the blitz, knocking Rodgers down.
Todd, we'll get right back to you, but Branch, this has been Pete Golding's call tonight. Not just bringing Anderson, but...
3rd and 11, they hit up the pocket. Daniels stands and delivers, but he was affected by the pressure and bounces the ball to Jenkins.
Boy, Josh Williams did his best job. He recognizes he's got a blitz. He's got to pick up from Brian Branch.
Man, fluid. Ball skills. He's become a better blocker as a tight end, too. That slant was tipped at the line.
Brian Branch again, man. If you're an Alabama fan, you know all about what he means to this defense. Really becoming the glue.
Passing has been really a challenge. Oh, short catch, hammered immediately is Kyron Lacey, your guy. Branch stood up there, and there's a flag there.
But what a play by Brian Branch. They're going to get
being able to run the ball.
They're going to try to run it right here. Judkins is met immediately and dropped by Brian Branch for a loss of about 5. Talk about a nice defensive play by number 14.
Well,
Wow.
they've run this.
Dart to the end zone. Incomplete, broken up by Brian Branch. Intended for Jonathan Mingo. And there's a smile on the face of Nick Saban right now. Maybe for the first time in a couple of weeks.
Don't blame them. Too deep look, go to your best guy. Bingo inside on Branch. It's a decent matchup. Fields open.
Situation all game. Third down, intermediate. Bama dials up an extra pressure man. Throw into double coverage and incomplete. Stewart was bracketed on the play. Brian Branch is the guy that tipped it away. He's had an All-American type season, the safety out of Fayetteville, Georgia.
Coming down the field, they're double coveraged here from the
Right.
practice time.
Governors with it. And good night. What a pop by Brian Branch. McCray got it and thought he'd be able to find some daylight. Number 14 and Cripson had other ideas.
He came down. He keeps coaching. He keeps coaching.
That's right. Never be content, never be satisfied. And he'll be satisfied with this play. A beautiful twisting interception in the air by Brian Branch. The second one for Branch.
Nice job. Belly rolling into the coverage. He high points the football, brings it in.
Vaughn, he'll block. He'll catch. He's one of the best pass catchers out of the backfield. Here's Howard, and it's caught. First down to the 39-yard line. It's Phillip Brooks with the catch. Brian Branch in coverage. Another third down.
Man.
I know. He gets behind those linemen. You just can't locate him.
Here he is again, trying to get outside, and a nice tackle by Branch at the 23. So that's a loss of 3. Bring up third down and 8.
Well, Brian Branch, he's so good around the line of scrimmage. You see, player-led team with complete and total buy-in from its leaders.
Big hit in the backfield by Branch, and down goes Vaughn at the 34 for a 4-yard loss.
Boy, Brian Branch is sensational. The film just jumps off the charts when he's such a good blitzer. Times it up perfectly, comes in. As I've been around covering college football, he's awesome.
Here he comes off the edge, getting in the face of the quarterback, and it's intercepted. Branch steps in front and gets the pick. Anderson started it. Branch finishes it. Alabama with another takeaway.
Well, this Alabama defense, his career started the year as a backup, and a great story all year.
And here's Vaughn in trouble in the backfield. Branch tracks him down. What a game for Brian Branch. Lawson was back there first, but Branch with his third tackle for a loss on the day.
Well, it starts with Lawson. We'll see him come down, and then we're going to get Branch out of your screen. Flying
4 Eastern time, so about an hour from now, and then you got the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Georgia and Ohio State in the nightcap. Sack here for Alabama. It's Branch, who's probably on defense anyway the MVP of this game, gets the sack of Howard.
Well, he is having just a sensational game. To see him work inside.
Reception, he's done it all today. Junior from Fayetteville, Georgia. And a swing pass out past the 21-yard line. Alabama still hitting.
Roll Tide! Roll Tide!
Guess what?
Roll Tide!